All right, the weather's warming up, so that means concert season is just about here, and there's a new effort to keep music fans in Colorado safe this summer. In fact, you might have seen this message on the marquee at Mission Ballroom and the Ogden Theater, reminding people April 29th is Fentanyl Awareness Day. This is part of an effort from the Keep the Party Safe, a campaign aimed at reducing fentanyl overdoses. In fact, in 2023, this is a hideous number. There were more than 1,000 fentanyl-related overdose deaths just here in Colorado.
So joining us now to tell us more is Hillary Bryant, the program manager for the Colorado Consortium for Prescription Drug Abuse Prevention, the organization behind Keep the Party Safe campaign. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for inviting me.
That's so many. That's such a high number. So what trends are we seeing in overdose deaths here in Colorado?
Absolutely. So the Keep the Party Safe campaign is an evidence-based, fact not fear campaign out of the University of Colorado, and we're trying to spread overdose prevention and fentanyl awareness information. So the trends that we're seeing, we did see a bit of a plateau this year, which can appear encouraging. However, after looking at them further, this means that more people are surviving their overdoses. So how are we supporting people after they come out of these overdose situations? And when we look even closer, we are seeing that minority numbers are still seeing an increase in their overdose death rates.
You're partnering with venues on this. How are you guys working to keep people safe at these shows?
Absolutely. So we have many incredible partners around the state. AEG is one of them. We have signage around all of their venues. We were up on the marquee this week, and it's just so incredible to have such a great partner. We will be at their Ogden venue next week for the Used, and we will be interacting with our concert goers about how to spot an overdose, how to respond, how to use naloxone, and also about the Good Samaritan law here in Colorado.
And you brought some Narcan
I did,
with you. So
absolutely.
do a quick primer of just how to use this.
Absolutely.
Some of my friends now have started carrying this going to shows. You know?
I hope they do. So first and foremost, we ask that people test their drugs. We want to see if fentanyl is in what you're about to consume. If it is, don't take that one. So hopefully this test comes back negative. So this is what the naloxone looks like, and then this is an example. So if your person is experiencing an overdose, they're most likely unconscious. They may have a blue or gray appearance. They might sound like they're snoring because they're having a difficult time breathing. If you're unsure, open up their eye and look for a pinpoint pupil. If you see that pinpoint pupil, go ahead and insert this plunger in their nose and then spray. You've already called 911 because you're protected under the Good Samaritan law, and then paramedics will take over for you when they arrive.
A lot of people might get nervous and think, I don't know what's going on, I'm not exactly sure, that maybe looks like a pinpoint pupil. Are there any bad reactions to naloxone that people should be concerned about, or is it best if you think they're overdosing to go ahead and administer the drug?
Great question. Naloxone is perfectly safe to administer. Even if somebody is not overdosing, you will not hurt them. It's better to be safe than sorry.
All right. I hate that we have this conversation,
Yeah,
but I'm glad you're here for it. Thanks, Hillary, so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hillary. Well, going further in depth tonight, a bill that would create harsher penalties for fentanyl-related crimes is on hold in the Colorado legislature. It would have made distributing, manufacturing, or selling synthetic opiates a level 1 drug felony, and that carries a minimum sentence of 8 years. Lawmakers voted to postpone the measure indefinitely, partly due to a projection that it would increase prison operating costs by tens of millions of dollars over the next 5 years.
And taking a closer look here at the fentanyl crisis, a law went into effect in 2023, creating harsher penalties for fentanyl dealers connected to deaths. But Denver 7 Investigates found that prosecutions under the new law really have been rare. We sat down with the sheriff of Arapahoe County after that department made its first arrest related to a fentanyl death.
These cases are very difficult and very time-consuming to prosecute. You have to track down how the individual who overdosed and unfortunately died from the consumption of those narcotics, how they got their hands on it, whether it was through a social media platform, whether it was through somebody just on the street. So there's a lot of work that goes into that.
Consumer investigator Jacqueline Allen found some cases are moving forward. In fact, she talked with one family who says it's sending a powerful message. So I encourage you to scan the QR code on your screen. You can find her reporting and hear from a mother who fought to have her son's case get to court. You can also find all of this at denver7.com/investigates.